Russia very much wants to make war the new normal, and this is exactly what we must resist, not allowing killings and Russian occupation to become something the world can simply turn a blind eye to. There must be no normalization of Russia's war or of Russia's brazenness to wage it. There must be no easing or lifting of sanctions on Russia while the war and occupation continue. There must be no forgiveness for what Russia has done. Starting from 2014, the occupier must be held accountable for the occupation and for all the crimes of this war, a war in which only Russia is guilty.
The process of displacing the indigenous people continues. And if Crimea is not liberated, then in the foreseeable future, we can foresee the complete disappearance of the Crimean Tatar people as an original ethnic group. If for Ukraine in general, the liberation of Crimea is primarily a question of restoring its territorial integrity and ensuring its security, then for the indigenous people of Crimea, it is also a question of survival and further development, or complete disappearance as an original nation.
We condemn systematic human rights violations by Russia against civilians, including the indigenous people, Crimean Tatars, who suffer the most under the occupation of Crimea and the war of aggression against Ukraine, and who resist oppression while standing for independent media and information.
Latvia firmly believes in a world where Ukraine is whole and free, its borders respected, people safe, and future self-determined. The principles of United Nations Charter must be respected and protected. I just want to, one more time, to say that Crimea is Ukraine and Slava Ukraini.
Lithuania will never recognize Russia's occupation and annexation of Crimea, Sevastopol, or any other Ukrainian territory. For us, Ukraine's sovereignty, independence, and territorial integrity are not up for negotiations. Supporting Ukraine, we help it defend the core principles of the UN Charter, and we will not be silenced. Lithuania calls for the immediate release of all illegally detained Ukrainian citizens in Crimea, journalists, human rights defenders, and activists. We urge the international community to stand with these individuals and ensure their voices are heard.
Today we reiterate that Crimea is Ukraine and the city of Sevastopol is Ukraine. The territorial integrity of Ukraine must be restored. There is no place for imperialism in the 21st century.